CM Active is around supporting and mentoring community in active recreation. So not only as part of an RST are we supporting the targeted sports such as cycling, but also in the recreation space as well, which is very important. So as you'll see there, fundamental cycle skills in safe environments. So I've highlighted the fun and the safe. Of course, we're doing a lot of work within Ngā Iwi at the moment. I've got 4 of my team members in delivering the Learn to Ride program, which, if I can just say again, is a fantastic program and really I believe sets the children up to get to that point that they're completely competent. Obviously, we've had some learnings come out of Ngā Iwi. In one respect is really around the need for safe environments. That's not only within a school, but actually looking at, where are children going to ride? Are they going to ride on the road? Are they going to ride in their local park when you're looking at, an unstable, I guess, surface or also glass and whatnot. So for us, Ngā Iwi, I guess, represents, just move that. As I said, the learnings before, the fundamental skills that are very much necessary within a safe environment. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate that if you put a child on a bike and send them out on the road, it's possibly not a good idea in a lot of the Auckland roads. So for us, it's not only working within the schools and supporting the schools to get these tracks up and running, but also looking at parks. And I know I'm very fortunate to be working in Otara, and some of you may, or hopefully, a lot of you being that you're either cyclists or know a fair amount of what's going on in the community, that within the Ngāti Otara Park, Owen Glenn or the Glenn Family Foundation are doing a lot of work in that space, so we're there to be able to support. But not only that, and one that we've sort of come across is with Mountford Park, which is a space in Manurewa, huge park, which there is some redevelopment going on within that park. And I was cheeky enough to ask the park advisor within the area, and this was probably about 4 months ago. Okay, so obviously their funding has been allocated for the next few years for that particular park, and I said, well, if we were to come up with the funding for a bike track, do you think that's a possibility? And the answer was yes. So that's fantastic. The only thing is that's pretty much without sort of sending a few more emails, and I think it's Ian who I need to speak to, is that that's sort of where it stopped. The fortunate thing, I guess, about Ngāti Otara Park is that there's some collaboration already going there and a huge amount of funding gone into that. So it'd be great to see that actually occurring in other places as well, with just a limestone track, and it wouldn't only encourage obviously cycling, but could also encourage people to be walking more and that sort of thing. So this is really, and I've already gone over it, but I think this is very key when we look at such things as learning new skills, that you wouldn't put somebody out in a car, for instance, on the road when they're unaware or they're unconsciously incompetent. So it backs up what I'm saying about having those skills, but not only that, but in a safe environment as well. So I'm sure for all of us here, or for a majority of us, it's really there is a common goal around having more competent riders, regardless of whether it's in a school or on the road, commuting, kids actually riding to school, which is fantastic, but there needs to be such things in place for that growth. And and I know I sort of echo the words in what Jay is saying around those quality instructors and mentors. What we're aiming to, what we're doing within Ngā Iwi Primary School is working with some of the teachers and the parents to have them actually do the learn to ride training so that it does become sustainable within that environment, so that then it sort of can be branched out into other schools and whatnot, because obviously as an RST our resources are fairly slim, but we want to see that become sustainable throughout all the schools. Last one, collaboration. It's a big one, and I know it's one that's sort of at the forefront of everybody's mind, is around that collaboration. And I know we talk about it, we say it, but it would be brilliant to see that actually occurring. I think we can all sit around a table and talk about it, but I encourage everybody here today that it's not just about the talk, that things do actually happen when we collaborate.